Hello everyone, my name is Aisha Al-Shahi, and today me and my group will be presenting Spotlight on Job Rotation at HSBC Bank. Starting with the contents, we will start with the introduction, following up with the history and the story in the case, and then we will talk about the core recruitment and selection functions, following up with the current company situation in general, and lastly, the references. So first, let's get more into detail about job rotation. What is actually job rotation? It's basically a movement of employees from a job or a task in a specific field to another in the same organization to achieve certain goals related to the organization development and growth. So to give you some examples on that, it's like airport agents' jobs. So when, for example, we plan to travel and we go to the airport, the first thing we do is check in, right? So which is usually done by an airport services agent. Sometimes we might notice that when we go to the boarding stage to enter the plane, the same agent that checked us in is actually doing the boarding now for us as well. So this is one example for that, and it was a change like for a short term. Job rotation also includes long-term changes, like in office job, they might transfer you from a department to another every 3 months within the same organization. I will start with giving you a review of the HSBC Bank and their vision. So in their purpose, they say that we are bringing together the people, ideas and capital that nurture progress and growth, helping to create a better world for our customers, our people, our investors, our communities, and the planet we all share. So you can see that they mentioned the gathering of people and their ideas to increase their growth, which is an information we will relate to later. Moving to their strategy, they have 4 strategies, which is energize for growth, focus on the strength, digitize at scale, transition to net zero. One of their strengths in their strategy is job rotation, which is actually gathers the people, ideas, and their best place to fit in to perform their best job possible, which is beneficial for the company. Let's talk now about the job rotation process. It's the management job to do in order to do the rotation correctly and wisely. So first, it begins with setting a goal. So setting a goal is basically when management gather to set a goal they want to achieve that would be beneficial for the company and how to achieve it, of course. And next is planning carefully, which is the stage on how they are going to reach their goal. What are the best methods to use and who is going to be great fit for Department A, who needs development on part B, etc. And after that, it's identifying the benefits. It's very important for the management to know and be familiar with the benefits for these changes or job rotation. It's important for it to result in a positive, clear change. So then, following up with the mentoring a trainer, which is providing a trainer for employees who's transferring to a new department that includes new roles, responsibilities to teach them and prepare them before the work starts. Even if that it's not their first time in that role, like a reminder is very beneficial, so we always provide a trainer. And then next we have, after everything is ready and the management is ready and everything is prepared, the job rotation begins. And lastly, tracking the progress. It's important to make sure the plan is followed accurately and it's making a positive progress towards their goals. There are many purposes and benefits of the job rotation. However, here you can see some of them listed below. So the job rotation helps identify the skills and talents of the employees. For example, by rotating them into different fields and roles, it helps identify who's best for what, to consider keeping them in a certain position longer if they were the best in doing a particular thing. Also, it helps learning by facing new challenges, and that's from getting used to the change of the scenarios they face. Also, it identifies the best fit employee for each specific role, as we mentioned earlier. And very importantly, it prevents boredom and burnout. It's very important to focus on our employees' health physically and mentally if we want to keep them, of course. And last but not least, it increases the satisfaction and excitement for our employees. That, of course, when they are going to a new role, it again prevents boredom and increases the excitement of trying something new or changing the work routine. And now I will be handing the mic to Ibrahim, who will take it from here.
My name is Ibrahim Al-Abdouli, and I'm going to talk about history of HSBC Bank. First of all, the bank's name is derived from the initials of the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited. It was founded by Thomas Sutherland, a young Scotsman working in Hong Kong for a large shipping firm. He had never held a bank account himself. He knew that local and foreign trade in Hong Kong and at the port in China and Japan had increased rapidly in a few years. He recognized that a business needed better local banking facilities. HSBC opened its door in 1865 in Hong Kong, helping to finance trade between Europe and Asia. Its first office was in Warbley House at 1 Queen's Road in the city of Victoria, which remained the bank's Hong Kong headquarters today. After the First World War, the bank expanded in Asia markets. The expansion of branches in Bangkok, Manila, and Shanghai underlined its confidence in business in the region. But along with its customers, HSBC suffered during the Great Depression. Furthermore, the Second World War was an even tougher period for the bank. Actually, the careful management allowed the business to retain a strong foundation for growth when peace returned. IBM 360 was the bank's first computer in 1967, allowing the bank to computers customers' accounts for the first time. They could do their banking at any HSBC branch in Hong Kong. Today, HSBC is one of the world's largest banking and financial service organizations. Its 3 global businesses serve around 40 million customers in 63 countries. The bank's global network's access to high-growth markets and balance sheet strength provide a platform for future growth. In addition, they support coronavirus recovery efforts, ranging from relief for personal lending customers to extra lending for wholesale clients. Investment in technology has helped employees work from home and delivered a continuous service.
Thanks, Ibrahim. Hi, everyone. My name is Nada Abdallah, and I will talk about the story in the case. HSBC has earned recognition because of its well-designed job rotation program. HSBC is a prominent global financial and banking institution in which incumbents rotate through numerous occupations in a variety of function departments to understand how each department operates and how all the many departments function in a cohesive system, facilitating incumbents to acquire new knowledge and skills in an on-the-job context. Through a 2-year rotation program, HSBC employees, many of whom are in an entry-level positions, have the chance to expand their in-depth and breadth of banking knowledge and skills. Each rotation phase is intended to provide the incumbent with an in-depth knowledge of a particular business stream or area of business. Employees that complete a job rotation program will have a greater understanding of business of HSBC's goods and services, as well as how to successfully analyze customer needs in order to design targeted solutions. Which brings me to discuss the business stream focused rotation programs on the next slide. There are 3 of them. The first one is Global Trade and Receivables Finance. This program focuses on trade cycles and strategies to help clients use their working capital effectively, manage their trade risk, and fund their supply chains. The second one is Relationship Management. With this program, employees can collaborate with a wide range of clients and pinpoint specific business requirements in order to create distinctive HSBC products and service solutions. Third one is Payments and Cash Management. Through this program, employees will learn about sales, client management, risk management, and methods to operate across diverse locations and currencies. Employees will gain the expertise, abilities, and skills required to effectively aid clients in managing their cash and liquidity and in conducting all cross-the-border transactions. In addition to all three, HSBC also provides a variety of programs with a focus on international commercial banking, retail banking, markets, and wealth management. The rotation destinations may differ and might include the incumbents' hometowns as well as cities across the country and globally. Given that, we will discuss how effective these job rotation programs are on the next slide. So, similar to any organized employee training and development program, quantifiable goals and objectives are established for each rotation phase prior to the employee's entry into the program, along with learning outcomes to assess the efficacy of the work rotation program. Each employee will have a mentor and buddy allocated to them for guidance, feedback, and support during each rotation phase. They will also have the chance to network with other program participants. It's always helpful to share experience among peers. Employees may measure and assess their progress with every job rotation phase with their manager and analyze how their experiences in all rotation phase integrate to gain a deeper understanding of that specific HSBC business stream from a whole system perspective. This job rotation strategy allows HSBC employees to develop their knowledge and expertise around the company's core line of business and hone critically important skill sets, resulting in a workforce-style investment that positions HSBC to remain competitive and agile regardless of externally driven economic trends and shifts. This on its own is a massive process and takes a large team of HR and recruiting employees to run. I'm going to hand over to my next colleague who will cover it in the upcoming slides. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Maitha. I will talk about the core recruitment function. First of all, human resource is the function that deals with the management of the hiring, performance of the employee and other aspects. The HSBC bank branch in Al Ghadir Street is looking for new avenues in human resource management that will be helpful for its company to the long run. The selection process is based on the successful evaluation of the skills of the potential employees, which will be helpful for the company in the long run. The normal legal constraints are also kept in mind due to the fact the legal system is quite strong in Dubai. The effect of the selection process can be measured in the high level of performance graph of the employees. Implementation process. Analysis of the current skills of the employees and evaluation is the main aspect of the implementation of the various process. The capability of the employees has to be taken into consideration before applying the various strategies of the company. The managers can yield more results through the proper motivation of the employees and gain dividends. Effect of the implementation on the company. The company can achieve better performance if they are able to retain the employees for a better period of time. The employees can be the reason for the growth of the company, which can be seen in the case.
Hello, my name is Omar Al-Marri, and I'm going to be talking about the company's situation in general in terms of HR and the improvement of the situation. The company currently has an efficient process and systems in place which will be helpful for gaining of the various strategic objectives of the company. The use of proper management systems is done based on the various inputs that are given by the departments. In this era of change, technological tools are rapidly shifting to various new aspects. The new HR policies of the brand are to reskill the employees for the new challenges that will come in the future. HSBC Bank aims to maintain relations between superiors and subordinates to avoid conflicts and maintain a workforce which will increase organization effectiveness. Carrying out a new strategy based on the changing scenario will have to be taken into consideration by the company. The performance management philosophy will continue to play an important role in the process of improvement. And that brings us to an end. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention.
Thanks, Omar. The next couple of slides contain our resources for your reference. Thank you all for participating and tuning in.